Hi everyone, it's Alex the Chiropractor here who's based at Skelian in Cheltenham, and today I'm going to be giving you a quick video just to kind of show some of the different techniques we use as chiropractors. Now, a lot of people assume that chiropractors just have one type of technique, which is quite a strong or powerful type of manipulation or adjustment. Now, in some cases we do use that type of treatment, but not in every case. Every different person that comes through the door is different. Everyone has different conditions, different health issues. So as chiropractors, we have to tailor our approach to that person that comes through the door. So in this video, I'm going to show you a variety of different things that we do as chiropractors in terms of joint manipulation, because it's not just one type of adjustment, there's lots of different ways of doing it. Hope you find it useful, check it out. So as promised, I'm going to show you a few different treatment techniques, and in this clip, I'm going to be showing you a drop technique. So in terms of the drop technique and when you're going to use it, this is primarily used to treat the pelvis. Now, in the pelvis, if you're going to have like a bad back or stiff pain around that area, it's probably coming from the sacroiliac joints. And you've got those either side of the pelvis, and the drop technique is a very nice, simple way of trying to restore a little bit of motion in the area, but without having to bend and move the body around. So I've got Will here, he's one of our chiropractors, he's just going to be our model for today. Yeah, I'm going to show you the technique now. So the bench itself, chiro benches have got lots of different tricks that you can do on them. In particular, the drop piece is one that you can do. So the lower segment here, this is called the lumbar segment, and what happens is I can pop this up. So I've got a lever here, when I press that, the leg pops up, and then that should hold the patient's weight, the tension on the bench, and then what happens is I then press down through here, and then that drops the patient down that way. Now, what this does, it just helps to take some of the force away from the pressure I'm putting through the body, just to make it quite comfortable for the patient. So with Will, I've already felt his back already, and his left sacroiliac joint's a bit stiff. So we're going to put around about sort of 3 or so drops through this area just to see if we can kind of mobilise that area again. So, you ready, Will?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. So a few little drops through here. Good. Good. There you go. And that's kind of restored a little bit more springiness to the joint again, which is what we're after. We don't want, really stiff, rigid joints. We want something that's going to have a little bit of pliability about it. So, yeah, great stuff. Right, in this clip, I'm going to be showing you the Activator Technique. So the Activator is this device I'm holding in my hand. It's designed to essentially put a bit of pressure, a bit of force through a joint, but it's in a very controlled manner. I'm just going to show you the device a bit closer up on the camera. So as you can see, it looks like this. So here's the handle, here's the nib at the bit where it comes in contact with the patient. And when I use it, again, if you can hear that on the microphone, what that does is it just springs the end here with a controlled amount of force. Again, if I can show you on the camera, I can control the force I'm using depending on where I twist this. So the further down I go, will produce more pressure, and you probably use that on larger joints. And then the higher up I go, again, is less pressure, and you would use that on slightly more sensitive areas. So in this video, I'm going to just demonstrate on Will's rib joints, so where they're meeting up with the spine through here. This is usually really good for people who might have osteoporosis or might be slightly osteoporotic, and that means that you might have slightly brittle bones. So it's one of those ones you probably don't want a slightly more kind of forceful type of treatment. So in this way, it's a great treatment alternative to try and get some movement back in those joints again. So I'm just going to show you now. So as we go through here, I'm just feeling Will's upper back. So a little bit of tightness up through here. Just going to get that set for the right setting for his back. And then here we go. So a few little impulses through there, and the same again. Good. Okay, a little bit of tightness through here. And then here. Okay, and one more to the top. So There you go. So that's the Activator Technique. Again, a great alternative to having manipulation done, and it's a really good way of trying to get some movement back in those joints again. So I'll see you in the next video with some more treatment. I'm going to be showing you an alternative to neck manipulations. Again, in one of the other videos I showed you was using the Activator, and we're going to do the same thing again. So Activator is pretty versatile with the things we can do with it, and we're going to use it on Will's neck. So I've already felt Will's neck. His lower neck is a bit stiff. It's usually pretty common these days when I'm working in front of a computer. So we're just going to try and encourage a little bit of movement through the base of the neck. So again, I've just altered the settings so it's a little bit lighter for the neck. And then I'm just going to lower the headpiece down a little bit there. There we go. And then, Will, if you could turn your head to that side for me, please, if that's all right. I'm just going to come to the base of the neck and come from the side. And then just put a couple of little impulses through here. And just a little bit higher up on that segment. Good. And then we'll just retest that, see how it feels. So bring it back to the middle. And it's a pretty comfortable technique to have done. Okay, so we're just going to do Will's other side now as well. So watch your head over that side. And as you can see, it's nice and gentle, and it's very specific to the different segments in the neck that aren't moving very well. Great, and that feels better. Right guys, I'm going to be showing you the Flexion Distraction technique in this video. This is a great alternative treatment to try and get some movement in the lower back and to try and stretch out some of the tissues in that area. So in this technique, like I said before in previous videos, the bench has lots of different things it can do. And then this bottom segment is going to drop down, and as that drops down, I'm going to be tractioning or basically putting a bit of pressure this way to help open up the spine in a different direction. So here we go. So as we see here, the bench is going to drop down, and as we do this, Will should be getting a nice gentle stretch through his lower back. And what he'll be feeling is some of the soft tissues, like the ligaments that hold the spine together, just very gently stretching and warming up again. Because the lower back does take a lot of load throughout our lives, especially when we sit down for long hours throughout the day. And this is a very nice, gentle, controlled way of just trying to get the back to open up and be a little more mobile again. So just working through that. Good. Brilliant. So there you go, that's the Flexion Distraction technique. Like I said, it's a really great alternative to any form of manipulation or heavier soft tissue work, and just find a different angle approach to try and